Hi everyone, this is Marcia. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another project. We're going to do a necklace, another necklace today in a pink pearl. Isn't that beautiful? I like it anyway. I'm thinking this will be a very simple project, but we'll find out as we get into it. So, I hope everyone is having a good day and I hope you're ready to do some stringing. I have my bead stringing wire by Beadalon. I get no monies from these companies. These are just products that I have used over the years, and I like them, and they work for me, so I let you know what I use. You can try them. If you don't like them, you can pick your own brands, your own styles, whatever. I have two sizes here. I have a 19 strand and I have a 49 strand. I think I'm leaning toward the 49 strand. These aren't very heavy, but because they are a glass bead, they are heavier than, say, a seed bead or an acrylic bead. I like the lighter silver with this. See, this says bright, but to me that's not bright. That's very dark. But I don't have a 49 strand in this lighter color, in this silver color. So I'm going to go with the 49 strand, and I'm thinking it's going to be covered with beads, and then the end is going to have, you know, the crimps, the covers, the guardian. You're not going to see much of it, and it's going to be in the back, so if any of this shows at all, it won't even matter. But this is the clasp I'm going to use. And I just think this looks so pretty with the pearls. This is a fold-over magnetic clasp. I bought these earlier in the year. Actually, I think I bought it after I started this channel. But anyway, this will go on one side and then it'll go in and close, and I think it will look dropsies. I think it'll look very nice together. So we've decided on this. We'll get rid of the 19. This is the clasp we're going to use, and like I said, I bought them on Amazon. I am not quite sure. Oh, I'm sorry, that looks like a coffin to me. The shape of it. We won't even go there. It's a beautiful clasp, and I think it'll work well. But these are the beads that I've had for a long time, and as you can see, a lot of them have the crystal, the rondelle beads in between, but these don't. So I think this was a strand that broke, and I guess I didn't recover all of them, or maybe they weren't there to be recovered. But I cleaned these and restrung them, and then when I was looking for strands of beads to put in my giveaway, which if you have not seen, it is the video before this one. Check it out, subscribe to my channel, enter the contest, and you might win a bag of jewelry supplies. So anyway, I came across this, and it's the same thing, and it's strung on the thread there. So I pulled this out, and I think we're going to start with this because I don't have all. We might end up using both of them. It depends on how long I make this one. Let's see what we got here. I think I want to make about a 20-inch. And I'm going to need more than this. Let's see if we do this. There's 10 on this side, 7.5. So that's only 7.5. Yeah, that's not quite. I might need a few of those beads. So I'm going to go ahead and snip this wire, or snip the thread. Get these. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. And we'll start stringing this. I'm going to put the beads on this, and then after I've done that, I'll come back and we'll continue. I'll show you how I do the ends, and we'll have a finished necklace. Hopefully it will be that simple. So see you in a few. Alright, this really is going to be a quick video because I have done all of the stringing off camera, and I have already attached one end of my clasp. I've done videos where I've shown how to do this, so I didn't want to be very repetitious. Pretty much what I did, the first thing I did, I was going to use this 49 strand. I actually started to use it, and it seemed a little bit tight in the beads, so I switched over to the 19 strand. And I think either color would have worked. This is the color I would have preferred to go with the 49 strand, but I think the 49 strand is better for the heavier beads like gemstones. So even though these are heavier than the acrylic, 19 is still a good size to hold this, and it will hold up quite nicely, I think. So anyway, that's the first change I made. After, I don't think that really the 49 was working. So I went to this, I strung this. I've made it approximately 24 inches, so it's on the high end of the matinee length. And like I said, I went ahead and I put the one side of the clasp on. The string, I'll explain it, and I'll show you how to finish it off on the other end, but I'll explain what I did. I simply took my wire through all the beads, then I put my crimp bead on the wire, and then I put my wire through a wire guardian, and this is the wire guardian right here. Okay, focus. So I just threaded it up one side, brought it around the top and down the other side, and back through the crimp bead again. And then I crimped off using my crimp tool. I crimped the crimp bead, and I'm going to close this up a little bit if I can. And then I put a crimp cover on top of that. And I'm telling you, I used the I think it's Beadalon. Yeah, I used a Beadalon #1 crimp bead along with the wire. The ones I bought on Amazon, they're not the best quality. So, and I threaded I had about 2 inches or more of the beading wire, so I just put it right back through the beads, and it's kind of like halfway in between one of these pearls, and it's fine. It's fine. So that one half is on. The other, and I did this for time and sanity because this is difficult to do on camera, working with all these small parts. But anyway, I did the stringing, and here's the stringing wire. And this is what I did. I ran it up through this crimp bead, around the guardian, the wire guardian, that's this one right here, down the other side, and back through the crimp bead. What I need to do is make sure that's in that channel. There's a little channel on the top of that wire guardian, and you make sure that you're in there. All right. That one's a little floppy. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I don't like the way that's flopping. We've got to get that tighter in there. Probably should have gone with the tube, the crimp tube. It's a little bigger. But I like the beads. So I'm going to make sure that this is in that channel and it's tight. You can't see it. It's in the channel right there. And I'm going to crimp this off. And I use the second notch of the crimp tool first. Okay. I'm going to crimp that down, and that flattens it out. And then I'm going to go back with the first channel, and I'm going down top to bottom, and then I'm going side to side. And then that rounds out the bead. Gives you a rounder. And then I'm going to, hopefully I'll have enough room to thread these back down there, and then I can put my cover back on. I did not give myself much room here, did I? But I think we'll do it. I think we can do it. I'm going to do it off camera. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm not finished, but I'm back. Did anyone catch the mistake I made? I caught it too late. But I wanted to share it with you because it does happen. And because of that, I'm going to end up with a necklace that is going to probably be 2 inches shorter than I originally, or not originally planned, but it was going to be. It was going to end up being about a 24-inch. But because I made this one little mistake, it cost me those 2 inches. When I put, and this is the crimp tube, crimp bead, I put the crimp bead on, right? And then I put my wire guardian on. See, you put it, now, well, this is kind of good because then at least I can show you how it's done. So you put it through one side of the wire guardian, and then you put it down the other side. And now I don't have a lot of extra to work with. But what I did on camera was I closed up this. I went ahead and put the wire through that and closed it up. Big no-no. Because I'm not dealing with a jump ring. This is a closed ring on this clasp, and I needed to put it on the wire guardian before I closed it up. And then, like I said, I'm dealing with a smaller amount of wire, and it can be a little tricky. I've got it down through there. Now let me see if I can work it through the rest of the beads. Oh my. That's how it should look. Okay, somewhere I have it. And there it is. So I've got this. I need to tighten this up. I need to pull some of this string out like that. Did you see? I pulled it down and it tightened it up here. Make sure it's not too tight because we don't want that bulk. So, I don't know if you can see this. 11 to 11. It's going to be approximately 22 inches, which is still a great length. It still falls within that 24 inch for a matinee length, what they call it, you know, when you go to the theater in the afternoon. So that's what I failed to do. I failed to put this ring on before I did the crimping. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish it off camera and come back and show you what it looks like when it's finished. All right, we're done. Isn't it pretty? I just love this clasp. Now behave. Behave. I'm talking nice about you. That is so pretty. And we're done. Make sure I got this. Yeah, you can wear this in the back, you know, as your standard clasp, but it is so pretty. You could wear it, if it would cooperate and lay flat, you could wear it on the side. Like that. would make a very good. Okay, I'm going to have to do some tweaking here. It does not want to cooperate with me. There, you can see how it would lay. It's very pretty. And I've had these beads for a long time, and when I got this clasp, I said, oh yes, definitely, that's the one I'm going to use for these beads. And I finally got around to doing it. It's such a soft pink. I don't know if it's coming off as pink on the camera, but it is a very soft pink. If I had white to compare it to, oh my, which I don't see white. Let's see, here's an old. See, well, that's probably an ivory, but compared, you can see the difference. This is definitely a very soft pink. Trying to think what it would go good with. A nice gray top, maybe. But anyway, this was quick, but this is just to show you, you know, it honestly is fairly simple. If you know how to use the crimps and all this stuff, if you don't get ahead of yourself and try to hurry, it does work out. And it turns out very nicely. And I have beads left over, as a matter of fact. Now I might make maybe a double stranded bracelet to go with it. We'll see. Maybe that'll be the next project. I'm not sure I'll use this clasp though, because I think it might be too much for the bracelet. But it might work as well, and it would be a complete set. It would be matching. So that's it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the stringing, if you like the wire, this type of beading. And let me know what you think of my clasp. Do you like the magnetic clasps? Okay, so until the next project, the next video, y'all take care, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.